Yeah.
Well, welcome in everybody to round number 3 of the Kiwi Sim Racing and Get This Radical Racing Championship. And tonight we are live from Spa, a nice technical track and a few issues in the get going of the stream, but we are underway now. Joining me in the comms box tonight, first of all, it is that man, Mr. Michael Kemp. Kempy, welcome in.
Yeah, another week. Hopefully see some lid skids because that Barbie car looks like it needs to go on its lid, so hopefully we see that.
Lid skids, helmet skids, I don't know, what are we going to call it?
Yeah.
Helmet skids,
Bar
surely.
skids.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
And also, tonight coming in for a bit of a fill-in of time is Mr. Xavier Simmons. Xavier, welcome in.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll just lurk in the background and be an on-site pit reporter for the boys and just get some information out. But yeah, no, it should be a good night and a good field of cars once again.
Yeah, too right. And apologies for the start of that stream. We weren't meant to be live on YouTube, and thought I'd better change that. Hopefully everything working as it should be now. But Kempy missed a round last week, mate. We were busy in preparations for the Hyper League, and you...
I was on my way back from Auckland.
Yeah, we're on your way back from that Iron Maiden concert. So.
I was half deaf still, my ears were ringing and I didn't have much of a voice out. It was probably good we didn't do this because it wouldn't have gone well.
Yeah, bit of a balls up there.
Bit rough.
Yeah.
Bit rough the day after. Just happens, you know.
Good stuff. If someone could just let us know if we are coming across nice and level. Made a few changes in the old sound, so hopefully everything coming across nice and clear tonight. And Kempy, I didn't even give you a chance, mate, but see if you can bring up some points for us, eh?
Okay, where are we? Sim racer hit. Oh, taxi! Shit's flying everywhere around here, folks.
Of course, we
mouse is flying, keyboard's flying.
Like I said, we missed last week, so not quite sure how things panned out last week, but we'll get a hold of those points and let you all know. Thanks for that in the chat, appreciate it, and cheers for those early subs too before we got underway. Or was it before we got underway for the second time?
Well, potential's there.
But it does look like 22 cars, possibly 23 in the house tonight, so another good field, Kempy, so possibly can we see another helmet skid tonight? What was it?
A bar skid, a helmet skid. We can't really call it a lid skid because they don't have a lid as such, do they?
Yeah, well, that's right. Was this man last week, Mark Mallard, or in round 1, sorry, I'm pretty sure he provided the goods, so let's see if we can get that going again.
I've got some points here.
Alright,
we've
rattled them off, Kempy.
Leading the championship, you wouldn't read it about it. It's you and Baker. Like, are you surprised? Like, really? Justin Davies in second, 10 points behind him. B Party in third. Matt Pluck in fourth. Tied in third is Matt Pluck and B Party. Sorry, and then in fifth is James Jordan. And there's only 19 points separating the top 5.
Well, there you go. All to play for. That's for sure. Of course, 2 race format again tonight. Kempy 20-minute race first up, and then follow that up with a 40-minute lap race. Of course, a compulsory pit stop, I believe. Top 15 invert as well. So we saw that invert cause some chaos in the first round. Let's see if that provides the goods again tonight.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see again tonight, and that is another one of those like Wizardry and Warcraft crashes where shit just goes flying and then it vanishes, because that was outstanding.
Yeah, too right. And the self-repair incidents as well. You get those every now and then where the car disintegrates and then all of a sudden joins
it's good to go
together. Yeah, too right.
Yeah, no, it's good to go.
Gotta love it. So qualifying almost at an end here, and it looks like Ewan Baker, championship leader, is going to start off the front row for the first race tonight. Just
You wouldn't write about it, would you?
No, yeah. Mate, those...
Like, what's the chances of it?
Surely it was paying about, I don't know, $50 or something for him to put it on pole, wouldn't it?
$50.
50 cents.
50 cents.
Too right. Too right. So qualifying now concluded. We'll see if we can get some grids up in the show and get underway with race number 1. I think these were standing starts last week, weren't they, Kempy?
I think so, yeah. Always interesting.
Okay, we'll see
I
how far
recommend
we can get through this grid draw. Out of the front row, it'll be Ewan Baker lining up next to James Jordan. Off row 2, it'll be Brendan Partridge lining up next to Grant Crowe. Row number 3, we'll see Justin Davies line up next to Matt Pluck. Out of row 4, it'll be Craig Brock and Heath Mannering. Row number 5, we'll see Justin Webster and Paul McKenzie. Out of row 6, it'll be Rob Woodworth and Hamish Kelsey. Out of row 7, Cole Trickle, aka Chris Robertson, lines up next to Ben Doherty. That's Skittles' car tonight. Simon Honey and Simon Burling Claridge will start out of row 8. Out of row 9, it'll be Martin Waugh and Jamie Stewart. Row 10, it'll be Mark Mallard and Brady Stanley, and that's all we're going to get through, Kempy. We are about to go racing. Heat race number 1. Ewan Baker can bump draft by himself. Underway.
We're off.
Race 1, just like that. Oh, a bit of a squeeze from Partridge, but I tell you what, he has made one of the best starts we've seen.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Ewan Baker's not leading.
Yeah.
What's going on? This is rigged.
Must have fell asleep off the start line, Kempy. I'll tell you what we'll bring up. We'll get these reaction times up on your screen and just see if possibly Baker fell asleep. No, well, most of them, he was one of the quickest off the line, to be fair. So, oh, contact! That's going to be Davies around. And cars everywhere. So, Kempy, it has not taken long, and we are into the carnage. Oh, there's more going on in the background. Brady Stanley's turned it around. Oh, that's absolute parking lot. Car parts everywhere. And
It's outstanding.
Brady Stanley, well, yeah, we saw him get sideways across the track. We will have a look at a replay, but it's unfolded early stages here at Spa in the first race. Yeah, I tell you.
I'm all about that.
Cars everywhere, Kempy.
It's great, ain't it? What a sight.
See James Jordan. That's a massive battle going on out the front. In fact, Baker and Partridge going at it. Ewan Baker trying to find a way past. These camera shots are terrible around here. Boy, oh boy, we don't want to be looking at the trees, Kempy. Oh, slide from Baker off the corner. So, well, what a start it has been. Partridge. He came
leading the way early.
Yeah, he came from the second row as well, didn't he? So
he's had a cracker of a start.
Yeah, you are not wrong there. Grant Crowe looks like he had a early mishap along with Simon Burling Claridge as well. So a couple of incidents out there early stages. Let's try and go back for this replay, Kempy, of the Brady Stanley incident. Speed Nation instant replay. Let's see what has unfolded here.
Oh, yeah, just lost it. The arse come around and that was it. Look at that.
Tell you what, was that Mertens? That was a massive moment for Josh Mertens as well in the Doritos car. Oh, collected by the shell car. Oh!
Yeah, that's self-explanatory for the shell car. Sorry whoever's driving that, but it's got dodgy panels as well as valves now.
Oh, and it was Mertens, was it?
Look at it.
Oh, no,
Oh!
that's Martin War, sorry.
Nowhere to go for the KSL car. They're just straight up the guts.
So, well, unfolding early here at Spa in race 1. So we
Yeah,
go
good.
back live and check out that Doritos
Ooh.
car has got it going back again. So, meantime, Baker
Baker's in the lead.
has got the job done on Partridge.
Did B Party make a mistake, or did Baker just decide, oh fuck it, I'll better do something?
Tell you what, we can find that move, Kempy. We can go back and have a look at that for you. The pass for the race lead from Ewan Baker on Partridge coming your way. Tell you what, it was a 3-car scrap when it was unfolding, but Baker just shoots up the inside and had the good run out of the corner, obviously, and got the job done. Right there, look at that 2x2 racing. You've got to love it.
Oh, bit of a wobble off the corner there for James Jordan.
There you go, that was the pass for the race lead. And
Nice
just
and
like
easy,
that,
eh?
though, Partridge, like he was just right on the rear again of Baker, so
It's not letting him get away.
yeah, not going to let him run away with it.
I just want to see someone get blown to bits.
Well, we saw that early stages. You're keen for another one? Is
Again.
Craig?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Again.
again, we want more. Craig Brock goes
Yeah.
quickest lap in the race.
Going all Teletubby up in this shit, eh? Again.
And he done a 2:13.269 for Craig Brock. Currently 6P4 and putting pressure on James Jordan. And just Partridge is back in front, Kempy. So the draft around here obviously playing a big factor in this race.
Madness, eh?
Yeah.
I'll just quickly jump in here, boys. But yeah, you're 100% correct on the draft. I was talking to the boys before the race started, and you pretty much pick up the draft from almost 2 seconds back, and you can pretty much close the gap and pass on that main straight. So yeah, high downforce cars and yeah, massive draft game this track.
Yeah, there you go.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah,
It's a long way back.
You saw the gap that Baker pulled, and just like that, you find Partridge back in front. So yeah, you gotta love to see it. She's going to be a backwards and forwards couple of races, no doubt about that. And,
Good battles, eh?
yeah, and it's probably happening throughout the whole field. We're sort of immersed in this battle at the moment for the lead of the race between Partridge and Baker, because look who's coming in behind them, James Jordan and Craig Brock. And we just heard Xavier say about that draft. So watch for those guys to possibly bring themselves right into this battle as well. Throw in Matt Pluck as well, currently sits in 5th spot. So all go out there, and I tell you what, speaking about all go, Kempy, tomorrow night the NSCAR Championship heads to the great Coliseum that is Bristol, and made 250 laps around that high bank track. You looking forward to that one?
It's definitely going to be different kind of animal to deal with, that's for sure. A short track, not much room to for error, so yeah, I'm going to have to clean my glasses and stick another bungee cord on my accelerator pedal so I make it heavier, so I don't just gas it up and take out the field like everyone's wanted me to all season. So yeah, just don't hang around me, Xavier, because you know what happens.
I was going to say, I have to remind myself to stay away once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, that's the second of 3 races for that round of 15. So those guys on that bubble will be looking to have a good night tomorrow night, with Kansas being the final race in that round of 15. And mate, this season, it's certainly flown by, hasn't it? Starting to round down. Once you're in playoffs time, you've only got a few weeks to go. So
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe we're, like 8 rounds or something crazy into the season
Yeah,
now, and
round
it's like,
10.
well, where's that gone?
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. See, no good Oz, no good at maths, eh?
It's like Justin
But no,
Davies
it's,
and Mackenzie having a hell of a battle out here at the moment too. Sorry to interrupt you.
Fair enough, be rude not to.
And of course, Thursday night we get back into a bit of Hyperfibre League racing, and that is going to be another fantastic night of racing over on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels, of course on Twitch and YouTube. Make sure you tune into those ones. Man, what a week it was in the first round. So,
How'd you get on in the first round, Xavier? Didn't you race in it? You like one of those farts fellas that actually made the cut?
Yeah, sure did, Kempy. I had a pretty good night, to be fair. I had 2 5th-place finishes, so yeah, came out of the night 4th on points. So yeah, I can't complain. The guys in front of me, they were freaks. So
Yeah, just
we'll
blow
try
them to
be
bits.
well, they can blow each other. They can blow each other to bits, and I'll just be best of the rest. Eh?
Yeah, no, that's probably a safer option for you anyway.
well, big dive here from Thomas Mallard.
Outbraked himself big time going into that.
Moves his way past Simon Honey, I believe, back there in 10th.
Here comes a pass to swap it back over again.
Well, these guys, certainly a few different battles out there, isn't there? And look at this, just like that, this battle pack out front. To squeeze up. Cheers for the sub, Aaron.
James Jordan all over the rear of you and Baker. That's not something we're used to seeing, is it?
Oh, Baker, big dive. How is this? 3 wide. How's
4
this got to
wide.
end?
Oh.
Oh, almost contact.
How?
Oh, man, that is on. Great racing.
What a
from,
pass from Dylan Jordan.
Yeah.
James Jordan.
James
Who was
Jordan.
it?
Yeah, James Jordan.
James, what a pass.
Out front, so man, this is going to be lap after lap. These guys are just going to be throwing everything at each other, and it's going to be pretty much where you're sitting going into that last lap.
It's awesome. What a race, eh? This is good racing.
Yeah, because you see in the background Justin Webster. No doubt he'll be able to pull himself into this battle as well. It's going off in my ear. Cheers for the follow. Welcome in.
You got a new sub too, Aaron, sub to your channel.
Saw that.
Jeez, I feel sorry for that bloke having to deal with this shit. Subbing to this circus, eh?
Hey, I tell you what, it's a good thing that Hyperfibre League is actually on the New Zealand Sim Racing channels, because mate, those 2 guys that commentate, they're pretty ace if you ask me, Reese and Scott.
We're like a couple of spotties in a Shark Tank, eh?
Yeah, too right. But I mean, that's 13 years experience, I guess.
Yeah, wow, exactly.
Yeah, too right. Get there
We've
one
got
day,
like
maybe,
13 weeks.
Gimpy. As Baker throws
Oh,
another
one
pass.
day, yeah.
Up the inside to take the race lead, no doubt, momentarily.
Yeah, maybe a pass down the end of the straight.
Because if you are tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that follow button. We plenty of racing coming up. Of course, the virtual racing Aotearoa Porsche Carrera Cup has reached the halfway stage of that championship too. So still massive fields turning up for that as well, so it's good to see.
I gave up on that.
Yeah.
You would have
Too
loved
much for
last
Rocky.
night, Kempy.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a howler?
In the rain. Yeah, great night.
Oh,
Look at this battle here for the lead.
this is epic. What
Partridge.
a race. Oh,
Are we
pushing
buck
each
drafting
other.
here?
Yeah, that's surely.
Come on, off the end, son. Do it. I'll give you 20 bucks.
Yet to see a helmet skid tonight, or?
I want to see one. Oh, that'd be great. That'd just top the night off. Oh. Yeah, no, I did have good fun. I gave up after the Nürburgring round. I mean to say, it was just, yeah. I couldn't avoid the chaos. No matter how much I tried to avoid the chaos, it just hit me, so fuck it, I got it over with. Save everyone else to repair every race.
Fair cool.
Yeah.
Fair cool. It's still good numbers, I think. We had around 30 odd cars, on last night, Xavier, in the rain.
Yeah, and it was hectic to say the least.
Yeah, very
It would have
hectic.
been madness, eh?
Yeah, it was good racing. It was good. It's always good when you
Did
get
it-
a bit of moisture on the track, isn't it? The old the levels go up a little bit. Bit of rubbing and
So,
spinning
I
out.
guess it didn't really tame it down much more than it would in the dry.
Well, no, because it was really wet, especially in the feature race.
Oh, that good.
I think everyone had a trip to the kitty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that good.
Yeah. So we ride on board
My
here
kind
with
of race.
Partridge. And in the back of Baker at the moment, James Jordan leading the way. Yeah. Well and truly counting down to the finish line now in race number 1 tonight. Of course, top 15 invert Kempe at the moment, Mark Mallard, who is holding off
Oh,
Thomas
the bubble.
McEwen, who I tell you
Oh,
what.
James has had an issue here, boys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's dropping down the order.
Down in P6.
What happened?
Just seeing
He's got
if-
no damage. What's going on?
Yeah, just seeing if I can pick up what's happened for James Jordan. Get it up on the screen. See what has occurred here for your race leader. Just cooked it a bit hot, is he? Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Just spins it round. And I tell you what, done good to keep off the walls.
I was about to say that. Yeah, he done good to avoid everything that he could have hit.
And Jamie Stewart mirrors him. But,
And
oh,
it hits the wall. Bit of a tap.
saw plenty of that last night in the wet conditions.
What are you on about?
No.
I wasn't even out there.
I guess one thing to note now is Pluck's brought himself into this race too.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he has to. He's sitting in P2 out of nowhere.
Sly old dog. Creeping
Yeah.
up out of nowhere.
Yeah, so he's just been waiting in the background. Get that draft at the right time. See if he can put himself in the front at the right time. Has he gone too early though? Trying to
We've
hunt
got
down.
4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's got to run around the outside. B Party's not giving him any room though. He's making him work for it. How good.
The elbow's
These
out.
these two equal on points as well. So last spot on the podium.
Yeah, too
Point
right.
standings too.
For third in the championship,
this.
isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what a race. This is great.
yeah. Spa turning it on in the Radicals tonight. And I tell you what, if you want to get amongst any of the racing, especially this stuff tonight, Kiwi Sim Racing, your hosts, go and check them out on Facebook, get on their Discord, get entered into the racing every Tuesday night. Obviously can't be too far away from the next endurance round, Kempe. Must be only a few
couple
weeks.
weeks, is it?
Yeah, a few weeks
Yeah.
away from that.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, magic
Oh, yeah. Aliens.
tricks. James Jordan appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, I get amongst that.
Look at this, too wide racing. Pluck still trying to hunt down Brendan Partridge out front.
What a race, eh? This is epic.
These cars are pretty quiet, eh?
This is impressive racing.
Certainly is.
He's dinging me.
And you reckon James Jordan can get amongst this from where he is at the moment? Surely he can bring
He'll
himself
get
back
another
into
go.
this race.
Yeah.
Looking to
Plenty of
catch
time
that,
left.
catch onto that draft. Magic
3
tricks in
minutes.
the chat.
3 minutes is a long time in a race car.
Yeah, it certainly is. Certainly is.
Especially when you're in pit lane fixing the bastard.
Yeah, so we're only going to get 2 more laps, I would say, around here in this race. Assuming they cross the start-finish line fairly shortly. Partridge still leading from Pluck. Baker in third. Craig Brock at fourth. James Jordan trying to get himself back into the race. I'd say Thomas McEwen would probably go pretty close to being...
Biggest mover.
Yeah, well, in fact, Thomas Mallard up 15 spots Currently sits
That's insane.
Yeah, currently sits P7.
What a drive.
You can see him in the background there. So white flag
That's
in the air.
impressive,
So last time round. Fairly certain I saw that flag man pissing the white flag.
Get amongst it, eh?
Absolutely. 2 minutes 14.667 around. Was the last time for Brendan Partridge. Slapped up at 213.831. Oh, look at this. Oh, fair bit of blocking going on. You love it.
Oh, that's great.
Baker back into the lead. Pluck into second. Partridge back
How
to
good
third.
is this?
And look at James Jordan now up to fourth, Kempy.
He's not out of this yet. He'll
Nah.
get a podium spot at this rate.
Certainly not
You
out of
can't
it.
can't even really write him off for the win.
Yeah, well,
Like,
get in that draft.
yeah.
And it's anyone's game. Let's see what Baker does here. Out front. Yeah, 23 starters still have 23 cars on. No, in fact, Hamish Kelsey down pit lane.
It's my trick.
But there is 22 cars on the circuit though, still running, so that's good.
That's pretty good considering that pilot we had earlier.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There's a fair bit of damage in that. It's Baker. He's going to get it done, is he? Pulling away at the moment. Matt Pluck, he might get one or two, possibly two more opportunities. But look at this in the draft.
Here we go.
Oh, here comes Partridge too.
Oh, look at the run. Partridge has gone. He's up the inside. 3 wide.
What a pass.
Round the last corner, Pluck's thrown it away. Partridge and Baker down to the line. It's got to be Brendan Partridge. What a finish.
That was epic.
Gets it done. You and
Wow.
Baker, and you called it, Kempy. James Jordan.
Yeah.
Home on the
That was
podium.
an epic finish. Tell you, that was awesome.
Yeah, how good
Now we
was
need some
that?
rain.
If only. If only. What a way to finish the first race.
That was awesome. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that was a fantastic finish from Partridge. He just came out of nowhere, threw it in from a long way back, and gets the job done in race number 1. We'll get those results up on screen. There it is, confirmation.
Yeah, good, eh? That was a wicked race.
I should maybe... I don't know if I can bring that up for you, sorry. Just quickly
Yeah,
roll
it's
through
actually a
these.
good question. Good question there by Aaron. Can you actually pass off the track like B Party did? Like half the car was off the track, half of it was on. Is it like, is there any rules around that, or what's the go? It's a valid point.
Yeah, unsure.
Xavier?
Don't bring those sort of questions upon me. I'll see if I can
Yeah, well,
find
that's
it for you. This, I don't think I'm going to be successful here.
Sort it out, will you? What kind of Ricky Mouse organisation are running?
Yeah, well, it's just because the session's ended, and when the session ends,
It's over.
yeah, I don't think I can watch the highlights anymore. Just trying to find the pass from Partridge. Oh, that'll be it there. See if we can show it or not. I'm not sure. Hopefully I found the right one.
The North Pole there, Tomo. Tickling up Santa's sack.
There it is there. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That was the pass right there. Oh, you saw Pluck just lock it up.
Didn't he smoke her up in the background too, crossing the line, or did he get going?
Good question.
Who was that in the background that's bagging it up?
It's not Pluck. It looks like Pluck came in. There you go. I managed to get it on.
Look at that. You didn't disappoint after all.
Nah. How good.
Jeez.
And we're already into the
How
warm-up.
good.
Have we got...
We got anyone for a yarn?
No, we don't. Race leader
Ah.
clearly doesn't
Yeah, we do.
want to
You
talk
and
to
Baker
us.
wants to have a chat to us.
Oh, Baker's in the house? All right. We'll
Yeah, drag
in.
him in.
Mr. Baker, second place,
I
mate.
Yeah, I thought I'd come down and have a wee chat.
Yeah, good to
Second
have
best,
you.
yeah.
Good to have you in the channel. I tell you what a track this is, providing the goods in the radicals tonight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I don't know if you've watched much Moto3 racing over the years, but that was 100% a Moto3 race. Just slipstream whole time and just trying to plan out where the hell do you want to be on the last lap. And yeah, unfortunately, I was not in the right place, but that was good fun and hell of a good battle until that last corner.
Yeah, too right, certainly was. And I'll tell you what, it was a brilliant race to watch and call. Anyway, I think we had the best seats in the house for that one, although maybe you guys probably had a good seat that time as well. No rain on the cars and just absolutely going at it.
Yeah, no rain, thank God. Yeah, not getting on too well with rain at the minute.
We need to make it rain now. We said that. I want rain.
But, mate, well, I guess championship leader coming into tonight, and always good to finish up in that top three, keep that momentum going with your points and everything, and sort of consolidate that that place at the top of the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've got a pretty decent buffer after just 2 rounds, so I mean, I don't really want to be doing anything stupid, coming in, throwing it down the road or taking someone else off and getting penalty points and all that malarkey. So yeah, just be sensible, but equally, it's good fun to get the elbows out a bit and have a bit of a scrap. So moderate aggression, I think, is the name of the night.
Yeah, too right. Well, I've just noticed Brendan is waiting in the waiting room, so we'll get him in for a quick chat. Thanks for coming in for a chat, Ewan, and obviously, mate, a bit tougher in the next one. You're going to be a bit buried in the field, but we'll see if you can get through it, and we're talking to you at the end of the feature race.
Cheers, guys, and yeah, see what I can do.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers. There we go. We'll drag him in. We'll get a quick chat with him, man. What a race, Brendan. Absolutely some drafting going on out there, and anyone's win until the checkered flag fell, and you had to be in the right place at the right time with that impressive pass coming down to that last corner.
I wouldn't say it was anyone's, boys. It was always mine.
I like your confidence.
Mate, I've waited a long time to come talk to you boys in here, so bloody awesome. Some wicked racing there with those boys. I mean, the best of New Zealand's got in sim racing. Ewan and Matt, they do awesome stuff with sim racing, so pretty cool to go wheel to wheel with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And mate, now of course the top 15 invert. So thoughts coming from P15, obviously a lot longer race, so you can bide your time a bit more, I guess.
Yeah, I guess being back with those boys, they're pretty smart, they're patient, and they're pretty clean races as well. So, I'll just pick my time and follow them through, hopefully, and, once again, try wait for that last corner draft and see what we can do.
Yeah, too right. Well, time's starting to count down, mate, so you may as well give any sponsors or anyone a quick shout out while you're in here, and then we'll let you get into the feature race tonight.
Yeah, awesome, boys. Thanks to Hartley Engines and Motorsport. System Decal does all our designs and stuff, makes the team look awesome. 1RC, Sidebite Media, and of course SP Tools. Can't thank them enough for everything they do for me and this team as well. So, and also you guys in the broadcast room and stuff. Every week you guys bring quality streams, so thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, mate, go out there, see what happens in the final race tonight coming from P15.
Legends, boys. Thank you very much.
Cheers. There you go. Thoughts from race winner Brendan Partridge, and just like that, Kempy, we are about to
race again.
Get into the racing. 40-minute race ahead of us. We'll see what sort of grid lineup we can get up for you in the short time we have. It is Ben Doherty, back from his European trip, starting out of grid 1, and Heath Mannering to his outside. Row number 2, it'll be Rob Woodworth and Chris Robertson. And we're going already, Kempy, just like that. Row 3, Justin Davies and Simon Honey. No time for nothing, folks. We are about to go racing in the feature race. 40 minutes. The distance underway. And, oh, contact early further back there. That looked like race 1 winner, Partridge. With a bit of a moment, but everyone through the first corner safely by the looks. You wouldn't
Look
read
at
about
Ben
it.
Doherty's car. That's trippy, ain't it?
Yeah, I reckon. Got all sorts going on there, I tell you.
Far out.
I tell you what, he is fresh from his trip over in Europe and straight back in the hot seat, eh? How
I'm gonna
good
have to
is
go and
that?
check the kitchen and see if there's dragons flying around out there.
Boy, oh, just like that Doherty.
Dropped
He's made a mistake. And he is going to
put
have
the
to
curse
give
on him.
a lot of positions away there. Just
He was better off staying overseas.
Oh, Kempy's back. Creating all sorts of trouble, eh? I tell you what, we'll keep an eye on those
Skittles.
front runners from race 1. So far, Matt Pluck having the best start. He's up to P8.
Matt Black.
Yeah, Pluck.
Jesus,
one or the
go
other,
to
mate.
speech school, will you, horse?
Yeah, I reckon. It's like that some nights, eh? I'm not even drinking.
No, what's
Tell you
going
what,
on?
Yeah, some nights it's just a...
Too sober.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that
Yeah,
is
that
the
scam
problem.
is gone.
Yeah, did you
Get
get
back
rid
in
of
your
him?
cave, you pelican.
Did you ban
Oh,
him?
someone did. I think the Nightbot clapped the shit out of him.
No,
Oh, ban him though.
Oh, big moment there for Cole Trickle. Oh, that's carnage.
Bun it up.
Cole Trickle, and that is James Jordan too. So big damage for James Jordan. And that's a big moment. Saw it live for Cole Trickle.
Where are we?
And if you're
Ban.
wondering, if you don't watch Ian's car and you're wondering why I'm calling him Cole Trickle, it's because he runs the mellow yellow car.
He's gone. I banned him.
That's
Never
the
to
one.
see the light of another day.
Excellent.
Oh,
Heath Mannering having a moment now. So if you guys coming unstuck early in the feature race, they call it, I guess, the main race.
She's all on.
Look at this battle pack Partridge up the inside of Craig Brock. Gets the pass done by the looks. Brady Stanley in there too, in that Barbie livery. You were saying that was your favourite at the start of the night, wasn't it? Weren't you, Kempy?
I don't just expect Brady or anything like that, but this Barbie just doesn't tickle the pickle.
I would seriously hope not.
Yeah, you got issues.
Hey,
Oh.
plastic fantastic and all that jazz, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, this is a great battle at the back. But out front, it is Grant Crowe leading the way from Davies and Rob Woodworth. Back at P3, Thomas Mallard having another good run up to 4th, and Webster sits P5 at the moment.
Ewan Baker's 11th. He hasn't really made much progress.
Nah, early stages in the race, obviously got a lot of time to do it, but at the same time, won't want to let these leaders get too far away. Currently sits behind Brady Stanley at the moment. Through the field, Thomas McEwen down in P20 at the moment. He was one of our big movers from the first race. Grant Crowe, he'll be loving it out front.
Yeah, he had good pace towards the end of that last race, so it'd be interesting to see how well he gets on in this one, because he was sort of catching that lead group, so yeah, maybe one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he had plenty of pace in the first round too, didn't he? I think he just came unstuck, so Davies in the background there looking for a way past. Oh, contact between Woodworth and Webster. Or Mallard,
Tell you,
sorry.
put him off the end, son. That was bullshit.
Oh, it's Doherty. Doherty looking for a way past as well.
Look at that. There's the dragon car. I'm calling it the dragon car because I got to check the kitchen to make sure they're not flying around looking at that thing.
I was going to say that how good was that from Grant Crowe, setting the fastest lap, and he was out the front of the field. But then Matt Pluck went and eclipsed the time with a 2:13.488. But a 2:13.666 for Grant Crowe, and he was sitting out the front of that lap.
That's a good number, that.
Look at Baker now up to 9th.
Wide.
Yeah, how good is that? Further back in the field,
We got a scrap on.
it's Partridge looking for a way past Stanley as well. Look at this battle pack further up the road. Matt Clark, Doherty. Who else we got in there? Rob Woodworth. Oh,
Man, they're flirting with disaster.
yeah, elbows out. Oh, there goes
Oh.
Doherty. Sent him.
Oh, as he stayed off track, fortunately.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting for him to pop back out in front of the traffic, but yeah, avoided
What
that.
is with these dingbats trying to sell us their scam viewers? Like, look, we don't want your cheap viewers, dingbat. Cheap viewers are shit viewers, alright? I'll ban you as well. Next, please.
Yeah, send him to the corner.
Hey. He must have had a leaky cave, that one.
Davies, meantime, he's leading the way from Grant Crowe. Now, these two sort of broken away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
two are
what happened?
definitely out of the draft. Definitely out of the draft of the cars behind. So if they work together, they could quite easily pull a massive gap.
I reckon that'll be the fight for the win between those two. All going to plan.
I think another key thing is you don't want to go into the pit lane alone. If you come out alone, you have no other drivers to draft off. You're going to be close to a second or 2 seconds slower than everyone else in the pack. So a bit of gamesmanship, I imagine, when we get into the pit cycle. I think we'll see almost the whole field dive into the lane at the same time, at a guess.
Yeah, surely.
That's a lot of time, eh?
Yeah, fairly certain there are pit stops anyway in this one. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Baker
compulsory
with the
stop.
fastest lap.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2:12.984 for Baker that time by. You see him there trying to get onto the back of Matt Clark and Mallard.
Run it on the outside.
I'll tell you what, Webster could.
Oh!
Oh,
That was a pucker up moment.
Webster's managed to hang on to that draft. I think he's just brought that gap down a little bit to Davies. This guy's going too wide. It's Mallard and
This
Clark.
is great racing.
Yeah, Radical's
This is good,
certainly
eh?
providing the goods, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We need more racing like this.
Tell you what, that Hyper League racing, that's some good quality racing too. And those,
I haven't even watched it.
Yeah, it's.
I might have to watch it Thursday, you reckon?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I don't normally go back and watch any of my streams when I commentate it, but I went back and watched that Hyper Fiber League, and that was a really good watch. Eh? The knowledge from the commentators and everything made it a pretty wicked stream. So
Yeah,
pretty,
definitely got their homework done.
yeah, pretty cool to be part of. But, and the drivers obviously putting the show on.
Yeah, no, cheers, mate.
Yeah, and of course Xavier, the man of the show. I tell you what, the comments in the chat to keep the driver cam up on that moustache. I tell you what, they were going off in chat. Just keep him up the whole race, they reckon. So
Oh, was it that good?
yeah, mate.
Far out.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We had live driver cams and all sorts going on in the background.
See now, that's why I never made the field. Because if my driver cam went up, it would have been spamming everyone with some Discord Nitro shit, and it just would have went haywire.
Oh, how good.
Blame it on Bentley, though. It's all his fault. It was his account.
Yeah. Oh, Pluck's made a mistake there. Partridge gets up the inside. So Matt falling back through the field a little bit.
First lot of cars down the lane too now, Brad. Thomas Mallard.
All right, nice and early in the piece. Only 10 minutes into the feature race, and I tell you what, Ewan Baker, he's worked his way up to third now.
That's a good effort.
Yeah. And has Justin Webster with him. So they will need to work together. About 1.7 seconds behind the current race leaders of Davies and Crow.
They can easily bridge that gap if they work together.
Yeah. So we say that about out to 2.6 seconds, so...
Thought you would have crashed out by now. I used to start calling you Josh with that kind of attitude.
I'll tell you what, he's in the chat and he's out there racing. Currently in
He's a weapon, eh?
P23. Turning laps and talking in the chat.
Just treat it like Counter-Strike, and you'll be good to go.
So
He's a
Baker.
pretty good teacher, old Tomo, on the old strike, eh? Have to admit.
Oh, you were watching him the other night, weren't you?
Yeah, I jumped on ages ago,
Yeah.
and he gave me some tips and a lesson on how to play Counter-Strike, and it helped, you know? Yeah, no, it helped, but I was still shit.
Yeah. Sounds like my iRacing career.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's why you're retired,
Yeah,
eh?
that's why I'm sitting up there.
Yeah.
I've done nothing any better, but hey, we're here.
Well, people are watching, so you must be doing something right.
Hey, what Grant Crow
Racing's...
is out in front from Davies. Oh, Davies!
Oh! What happened there? A bit of magic tricks.
Someone threw a blanket over him, I believe, Kempy.
If you know, you know, eh?
Yeah.
That was funny as all hell.
But Crow leading from Davies. Baker. It's just got that margin down to about 2 seconds. As these guys continue to run side by side, that's going to help Baker's chances, isn't it, of trying to latch on to these two out front.
OG Easter antics, eh?
I just had to throw it in there.
Oh, it's good.
Just a bit of a
Baker's
personal
catching
day.
them.
Yeah, he is at a
Yeah.
rapid rate actually too. So he's managing to chop that down. I was just saying they're side by side, so no longer helping each other with some draft.
Yeah,
Them
Baker's
scrapping it
definitely
out's
in the
what's
draft
brought it,
now.
eh?
Yeah, and he's going to get onto them in no time, surely, while he's sitting in that draft. You see behind Brendan Partridge
yeah.
up to the top 5 now, sits in P5.
It's a good drive.
Yeah, so he'll be up there as one of your biggest movers, I'd imagine. Brady Stanley up 14 spots.
Far out.
Baker up.
That's a lot of spots.
Yeah, Baker up 11. Partridge and Mertens up 10, and Burling Claridge up 9.
That's what? That's what have we done? 13 minutes. You might as well say that's nearly a car a lap. That's pretty good going.
It certainly is. Where's Stanley in the order? P6 at the moment, so
He's not out of it.
great run. 5.7 seconds behind the leaders. Davies and Crow going at it again out front.
This is where they're losing the time to you and Baker, scrapping it out amongst each other. And he's sucked 3 tenths out of them in the last couple
Oh,
of
was that a
corners.
mistake from Crow? Oh, he's come down pit lane, in fact. So Grant Crow down pit lane. And how was that
He's gonna
timing?
make
Definitely an interesting call from Crow. I would have thought he would have wanted to chase someone down the lane to try keep some toe when he comes back out. So I think if we look at his lap times once he leaves the pit lane, he's probably going to be relatively slow to those guys in the pack and out front.
Yeah, very good point there. Circulating by yourself out there will be losing massive amounts of time.
Podium spot potentially gone with that manoeuvre to basically try and undercut.
And look at Partridge in the background. It is all go back there. He's got Stanley and Matt Pluck with him too. So now Partridge, another move done up to 4th. Webster sits in 3rd. And these guys are actually quite a way off those leaders, but look at that gap now from Baker to Davies. Well under a second.
Oh! B-Party cooked the goose.
Yeah.
What happened there? The party popper didn't go off. He pulled the string and nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Oh, what a scam. Take it back to the shop.
Yeah, Rob Woodworth in behind in P7. Josh Murdens sits back in P8, having a bit of a better run this time in that Doritos car.
Yeah, she was rough last time.
Yeah, a bit of damage on that car in race number 1. I'll tell you what, out the front still Davies doing a good job. Still holding out Baker for the meantime.
Give it a couple of laps. Baker will be all right over him like a rubber dog.
Looks like Hamish Kelsey and Mark Mallard having a bit of a battle out there as well. Paul McKenzie, part of that, and Grant Crow.
Oh!
So Crow's had a bit of a rough time out there.
13th.
Race number 2.
Wonder if he can make
Baker's on
that
the
time
tail
back
of the leader now.
already.
Just like that.
What a weapon, eh?
Yeah, he's an absolute machine, I tell you.
Is he any good at NSCAR?
Yeah, he was good on the ovals as well. He, I think he got a couple of wins in his first season at NSCAR.
Do you reckon if I sussed it up with him, if he got under my account and raced for me and got me some decent results, anyone would know?
Don't even talk about account sharing, Kempy. Don't even go there. Do not go
I had to
there,
ask.
mate.
It's going to get results, you know?
High chance you'll end yourself a ban.
Yeah, well, I mean to say, who in their right mind to try it anyway?
No comment. Baker leading the way from Justin Davies. We go back
We all seen Shortland Street.
to Justin Webster, 4.8, 4.9 seconds behind. I don't know if, I don't think he's going to be able to make any inroads to those race leaders. Brady Stanley is up to 4th now. And I'd say those two out front could be a bit of a lonely race for them for the remainder of the race. We'll see if Baker is able to gap it.
That's a massive gap, eh?
Yeah, see if he can actually gap it from Davies or not. Probably not with that draft.
He's nearly pulled a second already. That's crazy.
Crow and Mallard going at it still out there. Ben Doherty all the way back in 16th now after that having that earlier off. Just one retirement from the race. Kempy Thomas Mallard.
It's not a bad effort considering.
And it's almost like we're keeping you up. Thomas McEwen gets his
Old age.
pit stop done and dusted. I'd like to have a nice zoomed in shot on that car, but yeah, we've got the standard iRacing cameras tonight for Spa. But he has got he's got some fantastic sponsors on that car. He sent me a photo earlier in the day. Baker goes quickest, 212.127.
That's
No
ridiculous.
Yeah, and he was out front. Yeah, that is crazy.
That's insane.
Half a second back to Davies, and I think Davies is going to be
He's catching him again.
Yeah, he'll be able to just hang in there with that draft as long as he doesn't make a mistake.
Here comes the pass. Oh, look at that draft effect. That's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Eh? Tell you what, you'll have
insane.
none of that tomorrow night, Kempy.
No,
Be no draft effect at Bristol. It happens too
not at
fast.
all. Yeah. It's should be a bit of excitement, that's for sure. It's going to be one that's going to keep everyone on their toes.
Oh yeah.
And some on their roofs.
Well, hey, I won't be disappointed if we get a lid skid.
Well, I will be if it's me.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I hope it's not me.
Mate, I tell you what, if we get up towards that 38 car count tomorrow night, it's going to make for some interesting racing around that short track that is Bristol.
How far around the track would a 38 car field actually
Yeah,
go?
that's what I'm thinking.
Like, they'd
And
be
like,
lapping them, eh?
the other thing with
Real
Bristol
quick.
is the pit lane there is massive. You know, like it's pretty much the whole track pit lane. So
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to drop a lap if you're doing a pit under
2
green
laps.
balls.
yeah, two laps. Yeah, especially
Oh,
if it's
shit.
green flag. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, you'd probably
yeah.
would you go close to losing a lap even under yellow?
Nah, you shouldn't do. You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
okay. Should be an absolute ripper night tomorrow night. That is the NSCAR Championship. If you're wondering what we're talking about.
You got to go in the pits coming out of 3 and 4, eh?
Yeah, and then
A massive, like if you're near the front of the field, you got a massive trip all the way down the straight and around the other corner just to get to your pit bay.
yeah, I think what did they say? In real life, it's like begins on turn 2 and ends on turn 1 or something. So
Okay.
you go in on turn 2, drive the whole way around the track basically, and then exit on turn 1.
It's insane, eh?
Yeah. So this battle here, Verdon's, he's getting amongst it in this one too. With Partridge.
Barbie's in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Tomo stacked it.
Has he?
Yeah.
Crashed.
What happened? Come on, give us a replay. PC crashed or he crashed?
No, he's still out there. That's why he must have been why he was down pit lane when we saw him earlier. Simon Honey getting the pit stop done. That neon car of Doherty. I tell you what, Baker's managed to get out to almost 2 seconds here, so keep an eye on that.
That's ridiculous pace. Seriously.
Last time by 2:13.427. One man we were. Who was it that came down the pit lane? We were going to check out his lap times. Xavier?
Grant Crow.
Grant Crow. Grant Crow at the moment, he must be in traffic because he's doing 2:13.492 last time around. So he's currently sitting in P8. 30 seconds off the pace. Oh, big slide from Doherty.
Still trying to knock the dust off from his trip by the looks of things.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt probably plenty of jet lag thrown in the mix. There's Baker out front, 2.5 seconds now, so surely Davies has lost that draft. And very high chance we're going to see Baker just run away with this one now. With around
Fast lane crew down the pit lane.
Who was, sorry?
Fast lane group.
Oh, yeah. All of them coming down together, so that's smart thinking, eh? Mertens and Stanley. And Partridge, 5th, 6th and 7th.
Weren't they a band back in the day? Oh, that's Fast Crew.
I tell you what, Grant Crow's managed to jump all of those guys. Brady Stanley is going to come out about 4 seconds behind Crow, is he? There or thereabouts.
So Crow's actually done really well considering he stopped so early.
Yeah, has he what? Bring up that information for us. There you go. Crow stopped 4 laps ago compared to the rest of them, which on race time, talking probably around 9 minutes ago.
Alright.
Big lap, eh? 2 minutes plus around here. Top 4 cars yet to stop. Mark Mallard and Paul McKenzie, Hamish Kelsey as well. Looks like everyone else on the
Tell you, how
circuit.
good would a next gen be around this place?
Oh, it'd be no good at all.
Oh,
It would be an
Speak for
absolute.
yourself.
It'd be an absolute nightmare.
can't be as bad as Watkins Glen. I got through the whole race with 5 laps to go and then I decided to hit the fence. It's like, who does that?
Kempy.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll take it.
So that's going to be the battle to watch then, isn't it? Baker and Crow, to see where Crow comes out compared to Baker. Once Ewan Baker gets this stop done, interesting to know roughly how long those pit stops are taking.
Yeah, what is the transit time and your average stop time of that? Do you know, Xavier?
Oh, you're asking me too many questions now.
I can tell you... Okay, I can tell you this answer. Down the lane was, for Grant Crowe, 31.6 seconds. Not sure.
So he's
Not sure if this is going to include the stop, but it was an 11 seconds sitting in the box. So I'm going to say that's the whole stop.
So say
Yeah.
40 seconds transit and stop.
Yeah, it's
So theoretically,
some of
he
the
should
other
be ahead
guys
of-
were a lot faster
Yeah.
down pit lane than what. Oh, here we go. This will tell us now. Ben Doherty down, getting
Oh,
his
yeah.
pit stop done. So we'll be able to see if it is including that pit stop time or not.
I have a feeling Doherty is towed. Looking
Yeah,
at that
looking
time
at
of
that,
pit
yep,
stop time.
along with Hamish Kelsey. So Rob Woodworth will tell us the answer. So he was about 18 seconds down the lane into the pit stop. See when he drops here. Okay, so it's about 40 seconds, I'd say, Kempy. So they're combined.
Okay.
So Crow's going to be in front of Baker.
good.
At
what,
the
10
moment.
seconds, so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the moment. And that's a long.
Baker will make
That's a
that time
massive.
up.
No, that's a massive stop from Woodworth actually. That is a very long
That's
pit
a-
stop, so he's got issues. Maybe getting some
That's a
repairs
Kempy stop.
done. The
Might be
quickest,
taking tyres even.
yeah, quickest stop in
Oh,
the
Doherty's
box
blown out to a minute.
was 8.1 seconds for Josh Murdens. Yeah, I'd say those guys getting towed, like Xavier said. So there you go. So at this stage, I'm going to say Grant Crowe has done enough.
He'll win it.
Well, he'll have enough to get out back in front. That's if they stop soon, because keep an eye on, well, what sort of times are we doing here? So for Baker, last time by was a 2:12.780. For Grant Crowe, a 2:13.252, so about half a second.
Be close, so we definitely close on the exit, but it sort of depends if he managed to do any sort of fuel saving as well. Like if Ewan, while he was in the pack, saved quite a bit of fuel, you know, he could be stopping quite short amount of time actually stopped in the box. So yeah, it'd be very interesting. There's only 12 minutes left to go, so they obviously don't need a whole lot of fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, and I guess one thing you can count on is that Ewan Baker won't be getting a tow from anyone, and neither will Grant Crowe at the moment, because he has got a big margin between him and Matt Pluck.
It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out.
Yeah, well, Baker's getting about half a second a lap quicker than.
So what have we
Crowe.
got? Say, average, say if it's 2 minutes a lap, then 6 laps left. I reckon Crowe will win it, if that's the case.
Yeah, it'll be where he
Yeah.
pops out, where they pop out together. We watch this battle again here between Murdens,
Oh,
Partridge, and Stanley.
One would hope these boys are trying to work together to try close the gap. But
Yeah.
if the way things go in the fast lane group, I highly doubt it.
Surely the same sort of race motto as THD Sim Sports. We race together, we crash together.
Yeah, almost, and take your teammates out together at the same time.
yeah. Live by the sword, die by the sword, eh?
Oh, gotta love it. So now Baker, he's got that out to 32 seconds, now back to Crowe. So it's going to be very interesting. How long will Baker leave it before he comes down? And there we go, in pit lane now. So we'll see if we can bring his information up. Doherty obviously still down pit lane. I'd say probably pulled the pin on that one.
So, Crowe maybe have 6, 7 seconds at the most over Baker when he comes out.
Nah, I think Baker's going to get out in front of him here.
Really?
Baker's 30.1 second pit stop.
Okay, so he's going to get out in the lead.
Yep, well, you can just see him there.
Yep.
He is back out on track, so yeah, nice and easy in the end for
Wow.
Baker.
Okay.
And look at that, 6.3 seconds back to Davies.
How did he pull that off?
So, in fact, Matt Clark has he stopped?
Yeah, he stopped at the same time, so he's also come out in front
Yeah.
of Crow as well. But those two are bumper to bumper, so battle on for the final spot on the podium.
And now Baker sitting in a bit of draft for momentarily as McEwen just moves over, lets him go.
So Baker will win it then.
Well, let's see if these guys can work together. Obviously, the draft been the
Yeah,
big
good
talk
point.
all night, and Baker, if he's out there by himself, you'd imagine these guys should be able to, you know, reel him in fairly rapidly.
He's pulling away from them.
Time obviously not on their side.
And Ewan's a freak.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that, but someone else can. I'm going to be careful what I say.
Uh,
They don't have painkillers strong enough for my prescription.
oh, tell you what, this race is absolutely flown by. We've only got 9 minutes to go, and Ewan Baker at the moment in complete control of the
He's pulling
championship
away.
and this race. And
Half a second alone so far in this lap.
what was this, Kempy? I think it was only like a 4-week series or something, wasn't it? I think it's fairly quick fire
Yeah, it's not a hell of a lot.
racing.
Not too bad.
Correct. So I'll see if I can.
Why is Xavier not out there racing?
I actually don't own this vehicle, Kempy, so...
Oh, fair enough. No,
Well, might have to make a cameo. Might make a cameo at some point, maybe next week.
fair enough.
Get amongst the field.
I got
It all
plenty of
adds up,
racing on
eh?
as it. I got plenty of racing on at the moment as it is.
Yeah, busy times in the sim racing world at the moment, that's for sure.
All the different series and tracks and cars and shit adds up over time. It's quite costly.
Yeah. Getting there, we've almost got everything.
Oh, I'm a fair bit of distance. I've clocked up a fair few oval tracks doing the Sense Car series, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
3 wide for second.
Okay, in fact, Kempy, next week we head to Zandvoort
Okay.
in the Netherlands, and then we wrap it up at the Nürburgring.
The Nordschleife? Or...
Yep,
Oh, far out.
the Nordschleife.
We're going to see some action there.
Yeah, well, they've provided the goods so far, haven't they, these radicals? And that margin's still staying the same. 8.6
Baker's pulled
seconds.
another second. He's a freak.
Yeah, just crazy, eh? He's out there by himself. Last time by we had the pit stop, so we can't count that lap. That's counting as 2:32.792.
I tell you, if these blokes had entrance songs like they have in the WWE for when they hit track, you'd have to have him as Silverchair's freak. Like, seriously. Yeah.
Just too good, eh? Anything he touches, because remember he's come from P15 as well.
This,
Oh,
and
sorry,
he's just taken a
P14.
second out of them.
P14.
I think we need to put him on a dirt oval.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
what he can do.
we've. Hey, I tell you what, Kempy's actually mentioned that to him before, haven't we, Kempy?
Yeah. I'll be keen to get amongst that.
Yeah. Get him
It
in.
might actually be something I might be able to have a chance against the bloke in.
Uh,
Can we do it on R Factor and the Super Stocks as well?
Yeah, well,
Stock cars?
then you've got a chance, yeah?
I've definitely got a chance then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a mobile target, to be fair.
I'd be putting him over the fucking pole line turn 1, that'd be it. Give me a weak ban just to get rid of him so I could beat him at something.
Look at this battle for second at the moment. We'll get to it. Crow and Pluck and Davies just going at it. Oh, look, this is going to be 3 wide. Oh,
How did that not end in tears? Seriously.
He's got to have a slowdown for that, surely.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Didn't they adjust all that sort of stuff in the last update with like the time and stuff for the slowdowns and that. Like you could actually keep racing on certain tracks, and the slowdown had run out before you actually had to serve it.
If you
Yeah,
slow
that has
down.
been fixed.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it was quite ridiculous. Like you could just carry on and it had no effect.
And man, as we're talking, Baker, check out that margin now, 11.3 seconds. Last
That's
time by, remember he's not in any form of draft that we're aware of. 2 minutes 12.523.
How does he do it?
And you compare that to the guys, Davies, Pluck and Crow, obviously they're having a bit of a fierce battle out there, but all those guys in the 2:14s. In fact, Baker was 2.2 seconds quicker than Davies on the last lap.
That's ridiculous. We need to get him in a stock car on R Factor.
A moment there for Mertens.
Is there anything that he probably wouldn't be good at? Like, really, you gotta ask the question.
I don't know, because he said that leading into the Porsche Carrera Cup on a Monday night, he said that he hasn't really had much time in the cars, and pretty much from the get-go he's sort of been on the pace or thereabouts. But yeah, he hasn't. There's certainly been more races than what he's won over there in that Porsche series. It's all seat time, ain't it? Give him a bit of time in the car, and doesn't take him long.
No, exactly.
And on several different formats as well. Obviously, Saturday night, I'll get this right, hopefully Assetto Corsa. He was racing on for a chance to head over and represent the New Zealand E-Plates over in China.
Far out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
3 wide.
That's-
Look how good that is.
Oh,
It's
you're
great
waiting
racing.
for a pile-up, eh?
Yeah.
Like, how?
So, right, and then Friday nights on, they've got a bit of Gran Turismo 7 racing going as well. I'm not sure if that's wrapped up yet, but those guys are racing for the opportunity to do some hot laps in a Toyota 86 racing car. So how good is that?
Pretty wicked opportunity that.
Yeah, shit, yeah. And then of course the Hyperfiber League, those guys, again, they're racing for some pretty decent money. I believe $1,600 for the winner of the series. And then obviously round winners on each night too, getting MRP vouchers and stuff like that. So man, certainly good times at the moment in the New Zealand sim racing world.
What was that thing that Logitech had going not long ago with the McLaren and all that sort of stuff? The McLaren Challenge or something like that, was it?
Was that on iRacing?
Yeah, I think so. That the car that they done up for that was in the McLaren dealership when me and Bentley went up to Iron Maiden the other weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so that was pretty cool.
Tell you what, we'll be on our last lap here, I would say, or we'll get round for one more. White flag in the air for Ewan Baker, who is a long way in front of these guys, but watching this battle at the moment for the remaining podium spots. And tell you what, in the background you see Brendan Partridge starting to close that gap a little bit. He's obviously not going to get to the back of these guys, but he's had a good run.
This
15, he's up 10 spots.
this race should even out the points again with. Oh no, it's Grant Crow. I was thinking it was B Party. Never mind, my maths is shit. I told you that. I was going to say with Matt finishing ahead of him one spot, but no, yeah, no. Forget it. Yeah, just go to sleep, everyone.
Yeah, it's almost that time, Kendi. Almost that time.
Oh,
So
at least
these,
there for Pluck.
yeah, look at this battle. It's just down to the wire, ain't it? Last lap, and they are elbows out. Matt Pluck
Pushing hard to the last podium spot.
trying to get on that podium and into the comms box for a chat. Will he turn up tonight? That's the question.
Oh, he's cooked it. He's still on his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's
He's
over.
thrown
Drive
it
like
away.
the stock car.
Meantime, Ewan Baker I'll just keep an eye on those margins while we watch Baker bring it home for the race win and claim another feature race win in the Radical Racing Championship here at Kiwi Sim Racing. Grant
Oh, there's a pit lane drive-through.
for
Baker
Yeah,
needs a
right.
pit lane drive-through exceeding track limits on the last lap. They do
Yeah.
it in MotoGP. We need to do it here.
get amongst it, you reckon?
Yeah, spice it up a bit.
Yeah, looks like Crow's about half a second from Davies at the moment, but checkered flag in the air for Baker. Last couple of corners to negotiate, and he's going to come down and claim the race win for the 40-minute race tonight. We'll get back and have a look at this battle for second and third to round out the podium. Crow at the moment looking comfortable. Can he hold out Davies to the line? Does
Yes.
so. And Pluck, well, he brings it home fourth. Partridge is going to round out your top five by the looks. Is he? Oh, I think he just got there from Stanley Murdens. Home in eighth. And well, last corner pass is going on here for Webster. Gets it done on James Jordan. And is going to claim ninth. And James Jordan rounds out your top 10. Craig Brock home in the background in 11th. And a bit of terminal issue there for James Jordan on the last lap. Well, crosses the line and blows it up. Tell you what, burnouts galore at the moment on the circuit.
Snapping like a good skid.
You're not wrong there,
Not in your
Baker.
undies, obviously, but
Oh, well, that rounds out the racing. Baker's already in the waiting room, keen to have a chat. We'll see if Davies or Crow make their way down. Or just start at the top. We'll get them in. Ewan Baker, our race number 2 winner. Baker, mate, what a drive that one, Ewan.
Yeah, that was a bit more relaxing.
Yeah, hey, tell you what, you managed to break out from that draft, and from there, to be fair, never really looked back, and mate, 14.8 seconds the margin when you crossed the line.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at my pace from the first race, and I was looking at it thinking, I know I can run faster in clean air than what I'm doing here. So the goal was to just try and find some clear track, whether that be through pit stops or just getting out front. Fortunately, everything kind of just played into my hand pretty well. Like the group started to form between the pack, and as I was catching people, I was able to put the move on them and get just enough of a gap to clear them and not get beaten down the straight the next lap. Justin gave me a good run for one go, but then you had to put my foot down and just get over a second, which fortunately I did, and from there it was just pile of laps in.
Yeah, and cleared out in the end. Got it done, and extends the championship lead with only a couple of rounds to go, and could be on for another championship victory, series victory this season, or this year, in fact, Ewan.
Yeah, they've been coming fairly consistently. I think it's 2 I haven't done, which one I wasn't competing in full time, which is the GT4s, and then I got beaten to the IndyCar. So overall, pretty solid season. I wish I could sort of translate a lot of this pace to some of the other stuff I'm running. Seemed to be a bit of a one-hit wonder in the KSR series and a bit of a letdown elsewhere, but we'll get there. We'll keep chipping away, and yeah, it's nice to sort of get the results on a Tuesday night, give me a bit of confidence going forward in some of my other endeavours.
Yeah, too right. Well, mate, great job tonight. A second in that first race, and obviously taking the spoils in race number 2 tonight. While you're in here, Ewan, shout out to your sponsors and the likes.
Yeah, big thank you to Kiwi Sim Racing and our sponsors, Speed Nation, InspireNet, and Scott Technology. Yeah, cheers, guys.
Awesome, cheers, Ewan. Here you go, thoughts from our race winner, race number 2 winner tonight. Ewan Baker will drag in our second place finisher, Grant Crow. Mate, great job, Grant. Just not quite enough for Baker, but a P2 finish nonetheless. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, given my recent form of pretty much fucking up every race, I'm pretty happy with that. In the Porsche Cup and this, so yeah, pretty happy to battle with Justin and Matt at the end there and come home second.
Yeah, so you're flashing up there, Kempy. Did you have something to say, or no? I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, mate. Yeah, second place in that second race tonight. Certainly had the pace. It looked like you had a fair bit of pace out there anyway the last time by in the 2-minute 12s. But like I say, not quite enough for that man out front, you and Baker. But championship picture, a good night for yourself.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty unlucky with the first race too. Kind of got him the lead for 10 seconds, and then it was just a unfortunate incident there with I think Justin and Brendan kind of tapped each other and then got into me. So could have been better, but still happy night.
Yeah, too right. Well, while you're in here, anyone you wanted to thank, Grant?
Oh yeah, you guys for putting on the show every week. It's good watching it back, and obviously Kiwi Sim Racing for putting on the series, Speed Nation sponsors. So yeah, it's all good fun with the guys every week.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat, mate, and congrats on that second place finish.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
See ya.
We'll round out our podium now. We'll get him in here. Justin Davies, mate, out of a battle down to the line between you, Grant, and Matt Pluck, but just getting it done and rounding out that podium in third place.
Oh, I was gutted I threw away race 1, but yeah, race 2 I definitely brought it back. I just knew I had to get a clean start, and then just try and I wanted to work with Grant with using the toe because I knew Ewan was going to be chewing through the field. But yeah, he didn't. We didn't quite quit. We kept battling each other. I think we slowed each other down in the end, but it was a fun battle at the end of the race there, and yeah, managed to sneak through for P3.
Yeah, too right, and a well-deserved podium finish with that. But 2 rounds to go in the championship, and I tell you what, after racing like tonight, we're certainly looking forward to next week. Well, the final 2 rounds of the series, I should say.
Oh, it's going to be a tight championship, that's for sure. I was hoping for another 2 top 5 finishes tonight to help with points, but I don't know how much race 1 would have injured me, but yeah, we'll see how we go. If I can keep my nose clean, we might be there at the end.
Yeah, and with a chance, well, it's always good. Well, while you're in here, mate, quick shout out to anyone you wanted to thank.
Yeah, I just want to thank. I've just jumped on board with a new team with some old sim racing friends. I want to thank AITT, Sudspeed, Kibby, Bunnies Builds, and Shaw X4, and the new team at Revolution E-Racing. And big shout out to the boys that I was racing with tonight. Simon Honey and Hamish and Jamie and Rob, they all did an awesome job as well. And thank you to you guys. Awesome stream as always.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, Justin, and congrats on that third place finish.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Well, that about wraps things up here tonight from Spa. It has been a couple of awesome races. I've got to say that draft certainly turning it on, but Baker too good in that final race, but everyone else certainly providing the goods as far as the battles throughout the field. But tomorrow night, of course, do not forget NSCAR underway roughly around 5 to 8. We'll be live. No Carl Nedler tomorrow night. We're back with last season's commentator, Josh Henderson, coming in to fill in, so it'll be good to have him in the house for that one. Of course, Bristol, the scene for that one. Make sure you tune in, and don't forget, folks, Hyperfiber League round number 2 this Thursday night. Make sure you are following the New Zealand Sim Racing TV channels and turn those notifications on to get notified when we go live on their channels on Thursday night. But from us in the comms box, cheers everyone for tuning in. Thanks Kempy and Xavier for your help tonight. Always a pleasure.
All good.
Cheers for having me.
All good. But yeah, cheers everyone. We will see you all tomorrow night, live from 5 to 8 for that playoff race for the NSCAR Championship. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we will catch you on the next one.